A difficult question. Can punishment be driven by love? Imagine this. A parent catches their child stealing. They are furious and heartbroken. They punish the child, perhaps with a grounding or extra chores. Is this punishment driven by anger, a desire for revenge? Or could it be, at its core, an act of love? This question, whether punishment can be a form of love, is a complex one, entangled with emotions, ethics, and the very nature of human relationships. Some believe that true love should be unconditional, devoid of any form of punishment. Others argue that discipline, even if it involves some degree of discomfort, is crucial for growth and well-being. This essay delves into this intricate dilemma, exploring the psychological underpinnings of punishment, its real-world manifestations, and its potential impact on mental health. Ultimately, it aims to shed light on the thin line between discipline driven by love and actions that can be detrimental. Tough love. A paradoxical approach. The concept of tough love embodies this very dilemma. It suggests that sometimes the most loving action is not to shield someone from consequences, but to allow them to experience the natural repercussions of their actions. This approach, often employed by parents of struggling teenagers or individuals battling addiction, rests on the belief that facing hardship can be a catalyst for positive change. The idea is that by experiencing the negative outcomes of their choices, individuals will be motivated to make healthier decisions in the future. However, the line between tough love and outright rejection can be blurry, and its effectiveness is often debated. Behaviorism. Shaping actions through consequences. Behaviorism, a prominent school of thought in psychology, offers a framework for understanding punishment as a tool for shaping behavior. Behaviorists posit that individuals learn through associations between actions and their consequences. Positive consequences, or reinforcements, increase the likelihood of a behavior being repeated. Conversely, negative consequences, or punishments, are believed to decrease the probability of that behavior occurring again. While this might seem straightforward, the application of punishment in real-world settings is rarely simple. Factors such as the severity of the punishment, its consistency, and the individual's perception of its fairness all play a role in determining its effectiveness and ethical implications. Parental discipline, a delicate balancing act. One of the most common contexts in which the question of punishment arises is within the realm of parenting. Parents are tasked with the monumental responsibility of shaping their children's behavior, guiding them towards becoming responsible and well-adjusted individuals. Discipline, in its various forms, is an integral part of this process. However, the methods employed can range from gentle redirection and natural consequences to more authoritarian approaches involving physical punishment or verbal reprimands. The debate surrounding corporal punishment, in particular, highlights the complexity of this issue. While some cultures and individuals view it as an acceptable and effective form of discipline, others condemn it as harmful and counterproductive. Section 5. Coaching. Pushing limits. Demanding excellence. Beyond the family unit, the dynamic between coaches and athletes offers another lens through which to examine punishment as a potential form of love. Coaches, driven by a desire to help their athletes reach their full potential, often employ rigorous training regimens and demanding expectations. This can involve pushing athletes to their physical limits, providing critical feedback, and even imposing consequences for subpar performance. While some might interpret these methods as harsh, they are often implemented with the athlete's best interests at heart. The goal is not to inflict pain or suffering, but to instill discipline, resilience, and a relentless pursuit of excellence. Section 6. The effectiveness of punishment. Mixed results. The question of whether punishment, in any of its forms, is truly effective in achieving its intended goals is a subject of ongoing debate. Numerous studies have explored the impact of punishment on behavior, with mixed results. Some research suggests that punishment can be effective in reducing undesirable behaviors in the short term. However, there is also evidence to suggest that punishment, particularly when it is harsh, inconsistent, or perceived as unfair, can have detrimental long-term consequences. These negative outcomes can include increased aggression, anxiety, depression, and a damaged relationship between the punisher and the punished. Additionally, punishment alone does not teach alternative, desirable behaviors, which is crucial for lasting change. Section 7. Ethical considerations. Navigating the gray areas. Beyond its effectiveness, the use of punishment also raises important ethical considerations. One central question is whether it is ever morally justifiable to inflict pain, discomfort, or suffering on another individual, even with the intention of promoting their well-being. The answer to this question is rarely clear-cut and depends on a variety of factors, including the severity of the punishment, the age and developmental stage of the individual being punished, and the context in which the punishment is administered. Another ethical concern is the potential for abuse of power dynamics inherent in many relationships where punishment is employed, such as those between parents and children, teachers and students, or coaches and athletes. Section 8. Mental health impacts. The potential for harm. The potential impact of punishment on mental health is significant and cannot be overlooked. While some individuals may respond to punishment with positive behavioral changes, others may experience negative psychological consequences. Harsh or inconsistent punishment can lead to increased anxiety, fear, and stress, particularly in children and adolescents. Additionally, physical punishment has been linked to an increased risk of aggression, antisocial behavior, and mental health issues later in life. Furthermore, punishment that is perceived as unfair or unjust can damage relationships and erode trust, creating a sense of resentment and alienation. It is crucial to consider these potential risks and prioritize methods of discipline that promote emotional well-being and healthy development. Section 9. Striking a balance. Empathy, understanding, and growth. The question of whether punishment can be a form of love is a complex one with no easy answers. While the intention behind punishment may be rooted in care and concern, it is essential to approach discipline with empathy, understanding, and a focus on growth rather than retribution. Positive reinforcement, open communication, and a focus on teaching appropriate behaviors are often more effective and ethical alternatives to punishment. Ultimately, creating an environment of love, support, and clear expectations, where mistakes are seen as opportunities for learning and growth, is more likely to foster healthy development and strong relationships than relying on punishment as a primary tool for shaping behavior.